In Los Angeles, a young boy named Bo Wolf makes money by doing magic tricks on the streets. He is not just doing this for fun. He badly needs money to survive. Life has become very hard for him because, after losing his parents, he now takes care of his younger half-sister, Tina. Even though he is still very young himself, he has become Tina's legal guardian and tries his best to give her a normal life. The brother and sister share a very close bond. Bo cares deeply about Tina and always makes sure she is okay, even when things get difficult. But earning money is not easy, so every day he performs magic tricks in public to collect some extra cash. One morning, Bo gathers a small group of young people around him for a magic show. He starts with a simple-looking card trick. He asks one person to place a card inside his shirt pocket, but just seconds later, the card suddenly disappears without anyone noticing. Everyone gets confused and starts wondering where it went. Then Bo smiles and asks the group to check around. Surprisingly, one of the girls opens her bag and finds the exact same card sitting inside. The crowd is shocked, and everyone becomes impressed by his skills. Later that day, Bo performs another trick, but this time there is a special reason behind it. He wants to impress a girl he likes named Holly. While talking to her, he takes a wedding ring and slowly makes it float in the air right in front of her eyes. Holly is completely surprised. She cannot believe what she is seeing and quickly asks him how he did it. But Bo simply smiles because every magician follows one important rule: never tell the secret behind the trick. After finishing his performances for the day, Bo takes Tina back home. Everything looks normal at first, but soon we discover that Bo is hiding something important. When he goes into the bathroom, the truth finally comes out. Bo has a strange device attached inside his arm. It turns out that he is not just a street magician, he is actually very smart. Back when he was still in high school, Bo built this special electromagnetic device himself. His invention was so impressive that it even earned him a college scholarship. But sadly, after becoming responsible for Tina, he had no choice but to give up that dream and stay behind to take care of her. Now, this device secretly helps him with his magic tricks. By changing electric power between his arm and fingers, he can control metal objects and make them float in the air like real magic. But using this device comes with a price. After reaching home, Bo carefully cleans a painful wound on his arm caused by the machine. It becomes clear that the device is hurting his body, but he still keeps using it because he has no other choice. After that, Bo goes to meet his neighbor, Georgie. Since he has work later that night, he asks her for a small favor. He wants her to look after Tina and put her to bed after dinner. Georgie agrees to help, showing that she really cares about the two siblings. Soon, Bo heads to a place called Luna's Bar. At first, it may look like he is just hanging out there, but the truth is very different. This place is actually connected to his secret side job. It turns out that Bo is not only a street magician. To earn extra money and support Tina, he secretly sells illegal substances on the streets of Los Angeles. He works for a dangerous gangster named Angelo, who supplies him with the products. Bo hates doing this kind of work, but because money is tight and he has to take care of his sister, he feels trapped. Later that night, while making another deal, things suddenly go wrong. Two police officers spot him during an illegal exchange and quickly stop him. They order Bo to raise his hands. The situation becomes very tense because getting caught could ruin everything for him. One officer stands behind Bo and begins checking all his pockets and clothes, searching for evidence. But strangely, they find absolutely nothing. No illegal items, nothing suspicious. Confused, the officers finally tell him to leave. But here comes the clever part. Thanks to his magician skills, Bo secretly hid the illegal items inside the sleeve of his coat before the officers searched him. Once again, his quick thinking saves him from serious trouble. After spending the whole night outside, Bo finally returns home. The first thing he does is quietly check on Tina to make sure she is asleep and safe. Even after everything he goes through, his biggest concern is always his little sister. With everything finally calm, Bo goes to sleep. But the next morning, disaster almost strikes. Bo suddenly wakes up to the loud sound of the fire alarm. Panicking, he jumps out of bed and rushes straight to the kitchen. And what he sees shocks him. Tina is trying to cook bacon all by herself using hot oil on the stove. Things could have gone very badly. But luckily, Bo reaches there just in time and turns the stove off before anything dangerous happens. Tina quickly says sorry and explains that she was only trying to make breakfast for her big brother. Hearing this makes Bo calm down. Instead of getting angry, he smiles and promises that one day, he will teach her how to cook properly. After breakfast, Bo sits down and starts counting all the money he earned. He adds together the cash from his street magic and the money from his secret night job. While checking the pile, he suddenly notices something interesting. a small piece of paper with Holly's phone number written on it. Without wasting a second, Bo calls her and manages to set up a date. For the first time in a while, things seem to be going well for him. Later that day, Bo goes to see Angelo and delivers the money he earned from selling products. Angelo looks impressed by how well Bo is doing and starts trusting him even more. Then, Angelo asks for another favor. He says someone new has been secretly selling products inside Luna's nightclub, and he wants Bo to find out who it is. Since Bo already has plans with Holly later, Angelo gives him some extra cash as a bonus so he can enjoy his date. Bo thanks him and heads to the nightclub to investigate. While looking around, he notices a customer leaving the bathroom carrying some products. Realizing something suspicious is going on, Bo enters the bathroom and finds the seller. Trying to act normal, Bo asks if he has anything to sell, but the man quickly refuses. When Bo keeps pushing, the guy suddenly loses his temper and shoves him against the wall, warning him to stop asking questions. The man walks away, thinking everything is over, but Bo secretly pulls off one of his clever tricks. Without the guy noticing, he steals his phone and later gives Angelo the information. The seller's name turns out to be Maurice. After finishing the job, Bo finally goes to meet Holly at a restaurant. And honestly, the date goes really well. The two talk for hours and quickly feel comfortable around each other. There is a strong connection between them, and for once, Bo seems genuinely happy. But sadly, good moments never last long in his life. In the middle of the date, Bo suddenly gets an urgent phone call from Angelo, asking him to come over immediately. Bo has no choice. Feeling disappointed, he apologizes to Holly and cancels the rest of the date. Luckily, Holly understands. She says she had a great time and agrees to meet him again soon. A little later, Bo arrives at Angelo's house, but this time something feels different. One of Angelo's men hands Bo a gun, instantly making him nervous. Soon, Angelo arrives and explains the situation. He has found Maurice's location and wants to teach him a lesson for selling in his territory without permission. At that moment, Bo realizes things are getting much more serious than before. This is no longer just a small street business. Still, he feels trapped and follows the group. When they arrive at Maurice's hideout, Angelo barges inside and finds Maurice sitting at a poker table with his men, acting completely relaxed. Angelo orders Bo and the others to check the place for more people, but Bo is clearly scared. His hands shake so badly that he accidentally drops the gun. For a second, everything becomes tense. Suddenly, one of Maurice's men notices the gun and tries to grab it. Luckily, another gangster points a weapon at him before things turn ugly. Once the area feels safe, Angelo sits down across from Maurice and warns him to stop selling in his territory. But Maurice is not scared at all. Instead, he insults Angelo, calling him an old man and telling him to leave. To make things even worse, one of Maurice's guys throws a poker chip directly at Angelo's face, clearly disrespecting him. That is when Angelo completely loses his patience. He brutally beats the man and sends a clear message to Maurice. Either work under him and pay a 30% cut, or face serious consequences. After giving this warning, Angelo and his crew leave. On the way back, Angelo's men laugh at Bo for dropping his gun and acting scared. But surprisingly, Angelo still respects Bo's loyalty and hard work. He even calls him one of his trusted men. Still, instead of feeling proud, Bo feels uncomfortable. Later, he talks to Georgie and admits something important. At first, he believed Angelo was just a calm guy who handled small illegal business on the streets. But now, after seeing violence and threats, Bo realizes this life is becoming way too dangerous. Deep down, he knows he cannot keep doing this forever. Because of that, the next day Bo works even harder with his magic shows, trying to save more money and leave this life behind. One of his performances happens right outside Holly's workplace. Holly feels happy to see him again, and Bo decides to ask her out one more time. This time, he invites her to dinner and a movie at his house. Thankfully, she says yes. Later that evening, Holly arrives at Bo's house and gets warmly welcomed by Georgie and Tina. Tina instantly teases her, happily calling Holly her brother's girlfriend, making things a little awkward but funny. For a moment, everything feels peaceful, but suddenly, that peaceful moment gets ruined. Out of nowhere, Angelo shows up at the house and asks Bo to step outside for a private talk. As soon as they leave the house, Angelo gets straight to the point. He tells Bo that Maurice ignored their agreement and still kept selling products in his territory. Now, Angelo says, it is time to teach him one final lesson. Then he tells Bo to get ready and come with him. Once again, Bo is forced to leave Holly behind. Even though things were finally starting to feel good, his dangerous life keeps pulling him back in. Before leaving, Holly kindly agrees to stay and take care of Tina. Georgie notices something feels wrong and asks Bo what happened, but Bo decides to keep everything secret and simply walks away. A little later, Angelo and his crew track Maurice down outside a nightclub. Without warning, they attack him and knock him to the ground with a hard hit to the head. Then they drag Maurice back to Angelo's house. Once there, Angelo makes it clear that Maurice is now going to suffer for disrespecting him and breaking the agreement. Then something terrible happens. Angelo asks Bo to grab a large tarp from the kitchen while his men place Maurice on top of it. Suddenly, Angelo hands Bo a huge meat cleaver, and then he gives him a horrifying order. He tells Bo to cut off Maurice's hand as punishment and teach him a lesson about respect. Bo freezes. He clearly does not want to do it. At first, he refuses and looks completely terrified, but Angelo starts threatening him, making it clear that saying no is not really an option. Feeling trapped and scared, Bo finally gives in. After struggling and trying several times, he painfully cuts off Maurice's hand. The moment completely breaks him inside. Bo feels sick about what he has done, and it becomes clear that he never wanted to become this kind of person. Later, Angelo drops him back home and even gives him a much larger amount of products to sell. Basically, Angelo now trusts him more than ever. But for Bo, this feels more like a trap. Still, because he needs money and sees no way out, he accepts the job. When Bo finally gets home, he finds Holly asleep on the couch, waiting for him. Trying to be gentle, he quietly takes her to bed and gives her one of his t-shirts to wear. But while Holly changes clothes, Bo notices something upsetting. He sees several bruises and marks all over her back. Even though he is worried, he chooses not to ask about it right away. The two quietly go to sleep. The next morning, Bo wakes up and sees a message from Holly. She had to leave early for work, but tells him she is waiting to hear from him. Bo promises himself he will call her soon. But first, he has business to handle. He calls Georgie and shows her the huge amount of products Angelo gave him. In total, he now has 1 whole kilo to sell. But then Bo comes up with a risky idea. He mixes the product with baking soda to double the amount and turn 1 kilo into 2. Yes, it is dangerous. But in Bo's mind, this might finally be his chance to make enough money, leave this terrible life behind, and start fresh with Tina and Holly. Later that night, Bo starts selling again. Everything seems normal until Holly suddenly calls him. The two decide to meet at Bo's house, but when Holly arrives, Bo notices fresh marks on her face. This time he cannot ignore it. Holly finally opens up and tells him the truth. She says she lives with her mother, who became an alcoholic after the divorce. Whenever things get bad, her mother takes out her anger on Holly, and sometimes even hurts her physically. Hearing this breaks Bo's heart. Without thinking twice, he offers Holly a place to stay at his house. Touched by his kindness, Holly thanks him with a kiss. That night, the two finally grow much closer and spend the night together. But early the next morning, something unexpected happens. While Bo is sleeping, Holly notices the strange battery device hidden inside his arm. She also sees the wound around it and realizes it looks badly infected. Confused and worried, she asks Bo why he would ever do something like this to himself. That is when Bo finally opens up about his past. He tells Holly that when he was a little kid, his parents once took him to a magic show, and that day changed his life forever. At the end of the performance, the magician did something unbelievable. He stabbed his own hand with a knife. Then he asked young Bo to pull the knife out. Bo was shocked, but when he removed the blade, something strange happened. There was no blood, no pain, nothing happened at all. Bo immediately asked how he did it, but the magician only smiled and said that magicians never share their secrets. Still curious, Bo returned 1 year later and showed the magician that he had started learning magic tricks himself. That is when the magician finally revealed the truth. It was never really magic. The man had actually stabbed his own hand many times before until the wound healed properly. Then he covered it in a special layer so the knife no longer touched his skin. To the audience, it looked impossible, but it was all preparation and sacrifice. That lesson stayed with Bo forever. From that moment on, he learned one important thing. A real magician is willing to do things that other people would never even dare to try. That lesson stayed in Bo's mind forever. So later in life, Bo made a crazy decision. He placed an electromagnetic battery inside his own arm because he wanted his magic to become real enough to amaze people, earn more money, and most importantly, take care of Tina. After hearing the whole story, Holly completely understands his reasons. Instead of thinking Bo is strange, she actually admires him for everything he sacrificed. Over the next few days, Holly slowly moves into Bo's house and starts living with him and Tina. At the same time, Bo keeps improving the battery inside his arm and begins testing new tricks. One day, he decides to try something new with a group of girls. Bo jokingly tells them that an invisible spirit is sitting in a chair nearby. Then, acting serious, he politely asks the spirit to stand up. For a few seconds, absolutely nothing happens. The girls start looking confused. But then, with just a small movement of his hand, the chair suddenly slides backward all by itself. The girls instantly get shocked. To them, it looks like real paranormal magic. But secretly, Bo is using electromagnetism to move the chair. Slowly, his performances start earning him even more money. His street magic gets better. His secret business gets bigger too. And for the first time in a while, life almost feels normal. One peaceful night, Bo falls asleep beside Holly and Tina. It almost feels like a real family. But suddenly his phone rings. And of course, it is Angelo again. He invites Bo to a party at his house. Not wanting trouble, Bo goes there. But the second he enters Angelo's office, boom, Angelo punches him hard in the face. Bo instantly realizes this is bad. Angelo found out about the fake mixture Bo made with the products. Then things become even scarier. Angelo pulls out a gun and threatens to kill him right there. For a second, it feels like Bo's life is over. But instead of shooting him, Angelo gives him one final chance. Then comes the real problem. Bo still owes $15,000. And because he ruined the products by mixing them, Angelo says he now owes another $30,000 for the loss. That means Bo is now trapped under a huge debt of $45,000. And the deadline? Sunday. If he fails to bring every dollar, not only Bo, but Tina and his whole family could lose their lives. Completely terrified, Bo leaves the house. When he gets home, Holly immediately notices something is wrong. This time, Bo finally tells her everything. The dangerous business, the debt, the threats, everything. Deep down, Bo expects Holly to leave him after hearing all this. But instead, she stays. More than that, she helps him think of a plan. Holly tells him they still have time. If Bo keeps doing magic during the day and sells everything at night, maybe they can still collect enough money before Sunday. With no better choice, Bo works harder than ever. During the day, he performs non-stop magic tricks. During the night, he sells every last package. He barely sleeps. He barely rests. He pushes himself to the limit. After days of non-stop work, Bo finally manages to collect a little over $35,000. Trying to help however she can, Holly even gives him the $900 she had been saving for college. But there is still one huge problem. They are still short by around $9,000. And worst of all, Bo only has 6 hours left. At this point, he starts losing hope. Since he cannot think of any solution, Bo decides to spend time with Holly and Tina. He takes them to an arcade so Tina can at least enjoy the day. Trying to make her smile, Bo secretly uses his electromagnetic powers to make extra coins fall out of the game machines. Tina gets super excited and starts laughing happily. For a moment, things feel normal again, but time keeps running out. Then suddenly Bo gets a call from Luna. She asks if he still has more products to sell. Right away, Bo sees one final opportunity. Out of desperation, he lies and says yes. He rushes home and quickly makes fake packages using medicine instead of the real product. Then he delivers them to Luna. While Luna opens the safe to grab the payment, Bo secretly watches from behind and memorizes the combination code. Later, both of them head to the nightclub. That is when Bo quietly starts his dangerous plan. While Luna gets distracted, he secretly steals the key to her office. Then he casually says he needs to use the bathroom, but instead he sneaks into the office. Using the code he memorized earlier, Bo opens the safe, and finally, he sees the money he desperately needs. Without wasting a second, he grabs the cash. And to avoid getting caught later, he also takes back the fake products he sold. But just when he is about to leave, a security guard suddenly walks toward the office. Bo freezes. Thinking quickly, he shuts off the lights and hides under the desk. The tension becomes intense. For a few terrifying moments, it feels like everything is over. Luckily, the guard grabs what he needs and walks away. The second the room is clear, Bo escapes. To avoid suspicion, he even secretly places the office key back into Luna's pocket without her noticing. Finally, Bo breathes in relief. After everything, he now has enough money to pay Angelo and finally end this nightmare. But fate has something terrible waiting for him. When Bo looks up, he suddenly sees Maurice and his men inside the nightclub, and the second they spot him, they recognize him immediately. Without wasting time, they start chasing him. Bo runs as fast as he can through the streets and into a dark alley, but this time, he is trapped. Maurice's crew surrounds him from every direction. Before he can fight back, one hard hit knocks him unconscious. Sometime later, Bo wakes up inside the trunk of Maurice's car. His hands are tied behind his back with handcuffs, and he quickly realizes he is in serious trouble. At first, panic starts kicking in, but then Bo remembers the secret weapon inside his arm. Slowly, he focuses and starts using the electromagnetic power in his hands to pull at the metal lock. It takes a lot of effort, but finally, click. The handcuffs unlock. Now free, Bo quickly uses his power again to unlock the trunk from the inside. A few seconds later, he quietly climbs out of the car. Outside, he notices Maurice and his men getting everything ready nearby. They are laying down a large tarp, clearly planning something terrible. It becomes obvious that they want revenge for Maurice losing his hand. But when the gang finally opens the trunk, they are shocked. Bo is gone. Only the open handcuffs remain inside, almost like he disappeared through real magic. After barely escaping death, Bo rushes back home, grabs his things, and hides with Holly and Tina at Georgie's house. But the danger is far from over. Not long after, Angelo and his men break into Bo's house looking for him and the money. They tear the place apart, but the house is completely empty. Furious, Angelo calls Bo. Bo secretly answers from Georgie's house and lies, saying he still has not collected all the money and just needs more time. Angelo loses his temper. Still, he agrees to give Bo one extra day, but there is a catch. Now, Bo owes another $5,000 for wasting his time. The pressure just keeps getting worse. The next morning, Bo drops Tina off at school and talks with Holly. Holly finally says what both of them are already thinking. They should leave Los Angeles and run away for good. Honestly, Bo agrees. At this point, staying means death. But just when things cannot get any worse, they do. Later that day, Bo goes to pick Tina up from school. But when he arrives, she is gone. Completely gone. Bo instantly starts panicking. Then suddenly, Tina's phone rings. But on the other side, it is Angelo. The gangster calmly tells Bo that he has taken Tina. Now Bo has one final chance. Bring back the money, or he will never see his little sister again. Completely desperate, Bo goes back home and starts trying to think of any possible way to save Tina. While looking around the messy house, he notices an old photo from high school. In the picture, he is standing beside his old science teacher, Mr. Granger, after winning a science fair for his electromagnetism project. And suddenly, Bo gets an idea. He quickly goes to visit Mr. Granger and finally reveals the truth about what he has done to himself. Bo shows him the battery hidden inside his arm and explains that it helps him move metal objects. But now he needs something stronger, something powerful enough to control heavier metal. Mr. Granger is shocked by what Bo created. At the same time, he notices something worrying. The infection in Bo's arm is spreading badly. Still, Bo does not care. He has no time left. He only wants one thing: to save Tina. After thinking for a moment, Mr. Granger says the only solution is a much stronger battery. So together, they head to the garage and start rebuilding Bo's setup. Soon, they place much larger batteries inside Bo's backpack and connect them to his system. Then comes the test. Bo tries using the stronger magnetism on Mr. Granger's car. At first, it works, but the car is so heavy that the magnetic force almost pulls Bo toward it instead. Still, the experiment proves one thing: the new system is strong enough. Before leaving, Bo sadly tells Mr. Granger something heartbreaking. He says he really wishes he had accepted the scholarship years ago, but life forced him onto a different path. Now, he just wants to fix his mistakes and start over. Finally, Bo heads straight to Angelo's house. Before going inside, he says goodbye to Holly. He tells her something serious. If he does not come back within 30 minutes, she needs to run away immediately. Then Bo walks into the house alone. Inside, Angelo's men are busy partying. One gangster confidently walks toward Bo, trying to scare him. But this guy has metal teeth. Big mistake. Using his new magnetic power, Bo suddenly rips every metal tooth straight out of the man's mouth. The guy screams in shock. Everyone freezes. Then another gangster attacks Bo with a metal baseball bat. But Bo quickly stops the swing using magnetism. The bat suddenly turns against its owner and smashes into him before throwing him into the wall. At this point, everyone inside is terrified. Nobody understands what they are seeing. Bo orders everyone to leave the house and demands Angelo come out. Soon, Angelo appears. Angry as ever, he asks one question: "Did you bring my money?" But Bo does not care about the money anymore. He only wants Tina back. Bo demands to know where his sister is and says he is not giving anything until he knows she is safe. This only makes Angelo even angrier. He says he trusted Bo like family, but now everything is over. Then Angelo pulls out a gun and starts shooting, but something unbelievable happens. Almost by instinct, Bo uses his stronger magnetic power and actually stops the bullets. Yes, he literally blocks the bullets in midair. Then Bo knocks the gun away, grabs one bullet from the floor, and slowly pushes it toward Angelo's forehead. Now Angelo is the scared one. Bo demands the truth. Terrified, Angelo finally breaks. He admits that Tina is safe at his aunt's house. Realizing Angelo is finally telling the truth, Bo stops the bullet and lets him live. He even leaves behind the $15,000 he owed for the products. Then Bo quickly calls Holly and gives her the address. But there is one more problem. His arm is overheating badly from using too much power. Still, he pushes through the pain. Soon, Bo and Holly arrive at Angelo's aunt's house, and thankfully, Tina is safe. Finally, the nightmare is over. Without wasting time, the three of them leave Los Angeles behind and disappear far away. Months later, they are living a peaceful new life in San Diego. Bo goes back to doing what he loves, performing magic tricks on the streets. After one long day of shows, Bo and Holly pick Tina up from school like a normal family. For the first time in forever, life feels peaceful. Back at home, Bo tells Holly he is working on a brand new magic trick, something revolutionary. Later that night, Holly suddenly wakes up after seeing lights flashing all over the house. Curious, she walks to Bo's office, and what she sees completely shocks her. But of course, a magician never reveals his secrets. And just like that, Bo's newest trick remains a mystery. So, what do you think about this movie? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing movie recaps. See you in the next one.